Jon Voight on being Hollywood's most outspoken Trump supporter and fighting Angelina Jolie over Israel-Palestine. She's been influenced by anti-Semitic people. Jon Voight keeps moving. The 85-year-old actor is shadowboxing, his footwork nimble for a man of any age, let alone someone older than even Joe Biden and Voight's friend Donald Trump. He pauses and arches an eyebrow and becomes a matinee villain. You think you're tough? I'll show you tough. Today, we're outside his Beverly Hills home. There's a pool and a driveway where Voight designed the pavement that features tiny ducklings, rabbits, monkeys, and a dragon etched into the cement. Near the entrance are the words, "What's matter with you, Johnny?" in honor of his Czech grandfather who never quite mastered English. I've talked with Voight many times over the past year, and he is always engaging. But the presence of a photographer has kicked him into a high gear. He picks up a plastic rabbit in his yard and speaks to it, Elmer Fudd style. "Wabbit, I told you to stay away from me." His antics have a manic, "Let's put on a show" quality to them, not unlike the comedy stylings of Sid Caesar, one of Voight's boyhood heroes. Today, Voight doesn't resemble any of the troubled men tortured by circumstances he's played in his 6-decade career, including would-be hustler Joe Buck in Midnight Cowboy, paralyzed Vietnam vet Luke Martin in Coming Home, and Ed Gentry, a suburban everyman turned avenging killer in Deliverance. Today, he's all loopy grandpa, which is a role he plays for his 6 grandchildren now that he has reconciled with his once-estranged daughter, Angelina Jolie. Camping it up for the camera, Voight seems to be reprising a recent note, one he plays in Francis Ford Coppola's dystopian Megalopolis, where his Crassus reigns as a wine-addled emperor over a decadent New Rome, a fictional version of a future New York City. Any film with Shakespeare shout-outs and Ayn Rand references is bound to be a bloated mess, and Coppola's Passion Project features a high ratio of great actors giving the worst performances of their careers. Still, Voight shines in a gobsmacking way as the richest and horniest man in town. He sports a Caesar cut, and gets busy with a woman a half-century his junior named Wild Platinum. In the film, Voight staggers around, a silk pajama-clad Lear on a bender, dropping bones mows like, "What do you think of my boner?" before shooting an arrow through his lover's heart. One critic wondered if Voight knew he was on a movie set during his scenes. I assure you, for Megalopolis, that's a terrific compliment. Coppola's film, which premiered last spring at Cannes, is all about the fall of an empire, and this is something that concerns Voight greatly. On May 31st, shortly after the conviction of Donald Trump for tax fraud, Voight posted a video lacerating President Joe Biden. In it, Voight, seated in front of an American flag, unleashes a stream of invectives that are all the more startling if you've spent time with the otherwise soft-spoken actor. "We're allowing this sick President Biden to give permission for all to steal, cheat, lie, and kill," he says. "And no one is paying the ultimate price for this. We must stop these animals." No one is spared Voight's seething right-wing political opinions, including his daughter, who he feels has fallen victim to anti-Semitic subterfuge. "Angelina wishes him well but does not speak about him publicly," said a source close to the actress. He says her politics are, to put it mildly, not his, while his are the subject of an endless circular conversation, especially now that Trump is on the upswing. The actor is a staunch supporter of Israel, most recently its response to Hamas' October 7th attacks, and Jolie is a longtime refugee activist, currently decrying Israel's killing of women and children in Gaza. In our conversations, Voight never lets it go, criticizing her Palestinian stance repeatedly, like a candidate going after an opponent in a 30-second ad. "She has been exposed to propaganda," he says. "She's been influenced by anti-Semitic people. Angie has a connection to the UN, and she's enjoyed speaking out for refugees. But these people are not refugees." Back in Beverly Hills, Voight keeps it light. We move into the house, and he bounds up the stairs to his bedroom. Hanging on the wall are faux stones from the 1999 TV miniseries Noah's Ark, in which Voight portrayed the titular character.